Today I am excited to finally get to show you guys the much anticipated Mi Watch Global. Now in this video, I'm gonna talk about what this little watch has to offer, while also giving you some of the top reasons why I think this could be one of the top fitness tracking watches currently on the market. But before we jump into any of those details, if you don't know who I am, my name is JDubb, and I'm here to help you guys make a better tech buying decision. Now, if that sounds cool to you, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you do, hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of my latest reviews. Now, with that said, let's check it out. Now, first things first, as we usually do, let's kick it off and take a look at the design. Now, first things first, what you're gonna find here is that we have a clean matte black body on this guy. Very, very slick looking, very, very happy with this overall. Now on the front, we do have a super vibrant AMOLED display. The other great thing is that it also has an always on display option that's even bright enough to be visible in full sunlight that clearly displays incoming calls, notifications, fitness, and other important information. So regardless of whether you're asked what time it is or you wanna just check your heart rate really quickly, you're ready. Now, if you do need more data, there is a button for that. In fact, on the Mi Watch Global, there are two buttons. Now, the top button is designed to bring you to the menu of this. This is gonna bring you to all the different apps and functionality of the watch itself. Now, there is also a sport button here. You're gonna click this guy and it's gonna take you to all the different workout modes that are available on the Mi Watch. Now, one great feature of that sport button is that it is also customizable using the Xiaomi application that goes along with this watch, so you can actually set it to go directly into one of your favorite workout modes to make tracking that much easier. Now, one last thing I did want to talk about really quickly with the buttons, and this was a concern of mine, and it might be with you as well, but when I first pulled it out of the box, I was worried that these buttons, they don't have any type of button guards on the sides, which makes it a little bit more difficult to push on a lot of sports watches. On this one, the buttons are kind of just right out there, so I was concerned that there was going to be potential for some accidental pushes. And luckily, so far, in all of my testing and experience with this watch so far, I haven't had any accidental presses, and I think mostly that is due to the fact that this button, you do have to push it in kind of a long ways. It's actually kind of a long action button. So they've done a really good job of making sure that accidental pushes aren't easy to do. And last but not least, on the design front, it does come with a proprietary magnetic charger that is specific to this watch and this watch only. So that's something you have to contend with as well. So now let me break into the extensive feature set of the Xiaomi Watch Global. Starting off, it's got 16-day ultra-long battery life, which was pretty impressive. And it can be fully charged from dead to full in about 2 hours, which was also impressive. At the end of the day, I'm always looking for a watch that I don't have to charge often, so this certainly checks that box, especially in a world where smartwatches use a ton of battery and many traditional fitness trackers are a little lackluster and still need to be charged weekly. Now, if you utilize these specific sports tracking modes, you get 50 hours on a single charge, which at the end of the day is impressive, right? But at the same time, you're probably wondering what's the big change from the 16-day battery life to the 50-hour battery life. And that comes down to the fact that when you switch to these specific tracking modes for different sports and activities, you take advantage of every single sensor that's on the watch. So it is hypersensitive to all of the sensor suites to give you as much data as physically possible. So at the end of the day, when you take that into consideration, 50 hours of battery life, again, comparing it to full-blown smartwatches and other fitness trackers on the market, is a really impressive number. The other thing that's great is you have over 100 different watch faces you can download and use. And the great thing about those is that switching them was fast and easy, making it a minor feat to change them to match the style of the day. Now, it's got loads of sensors, stuff like heart rate, acceleration, gyroscope, geomagnetic, air pressure, and ambient light. I mean, that's pretty impressive for a watch. The only thing that it doesn't track is, remember those mood rings that we used to have around? This guy can't track your mood, which is kind of unfortunate, but I mean, that would actually be pretty freaking cool. Another great feature is the blood oxygen testing mode. Now, this is great for people that are trying to train really hard or they want to keep track of their performance on a regular basis while they're working out. Or you can be one of those guys that can tell your friends your blood oxygen level at any moment all the time. I mean, because that's not annoying or anything, right? Another feature is that it has onboard GPS, which is a big deal, especially when you compare it to other fitness trackers on the market who have assisted GPS, which requires them to be paired to your phone at all times. Now, the great thing about that and not needing your phone with you is that you are completely standalone when you're going on your runs or doing other tracking abilities when you want to leave your phone behind. So, I mean, who needs a phone's GPS? Not me. And to round out the whole tracking bit, the last one that you get is 24-hour heart rate monitoring, so you can get that extra detailed sleep data that you've always been dreaming about. Now let's talk a little bit about the Xiaomi Wear App, because it is the companion app for the Mi Watch Global. The Xiaomi Wear App is perfect for tracking a ton of data such as workout history, detailed sleep data, energy levels, stress levels, amount of time you spend standing throughout the day, and more. It's well laid out and the UI is clean, and it's imperative if you plan on keeping the watch's firmware up to date, so it's definitely a must. So with all that considered, why do I think that the Mi Watch Global is one of the top fitness watches currently on the market? I'm gonna break it down into 3 points. Number 1, unlike others, its high quality OS feels more like a full smartwatch as opposed to a simple activity tracker. Number 2, the number of onboard sensors allows this to get a ton of data, both while you're awake or while you're asleep. This makes this valuable piece of equipment for everyone, from the person training for a marathon, always on the move, to the business person that's currently working at home. This is an awesome piece of equipment that's gonna help you track your health. And number 3, the clean design and customization options make this watch look like a neat, fashion-forward accessory, not just branding you as a workout fiend. Now, with that said, that's my opinion, and as usual, guys, I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Do you think the Mi Watch Global is a contender in the fitness watch market? Let me know down in the comment section below if you have any questions, comments, concerns. I try to reply to as many comments as I can, and I love chatting with you guys down there. But as usual, that's it for me, and I will see you in the next review.